In Myanmar's Kayin state, many farmers and their families are afraid to return home to plant seasonal crops as aerial attacks intensify. As junta forces face increased resistance by opposition troops on the ground, they have turned to brutal attacks from above, creating fear and panic for the villagers.
Before I fled to this camp, I couldn't start to grow corn and rice because the Burmese soldiers fly jet planes and drop the bombs before we can go to work in the field. They can't get into the village, but they use planes to bomb my village.
Reporting by the Free Burma Rangers, a relief organization, of junta attacks on civilian locations has shown what rights groups say amounts to attacks intentionally directed against civilians. Collecting evidence has come at a cost for the multi-ethnic aid group formed by ex-U.S. Special Forces veteran and former missionary David Eubanks in 1997.
We see the biggest fighting since World War II going on in Burma. Attacks almost every area of Burma, over 1 million internally displaced. That's newly internally. So the biggest thing people need is someone to stop the Burma army from attacking and bombing them, strafing with airplanes, helicopters, armored vehicles, mortars, machine gun, artillery. We saw all of it. In fact, 10 of our rangers have died since the coup, which is about 10 times a normal year for our relief work. It's terrible.
In addition to the airstrikes, the reported increased use of landmines has further restricted access to farmland for many. For workers like Na So, whose land is now a war zone, the reduced income and food supply is devastating for her family.
Some of the landmines that soldiers planted have exploded, while some didn't. Bullets shot from the jets landed on the farmland. Kayin soldiers were able to remove some landmines that weren't planted too deep and took them out of the farm to destroy them.
Despite the fighting, for some, the work must go on at any cost. Steve Sanford for VOA News in Umpang, Thailand.